All right. What's going on, family? Another day. It's investing out the blue again. Y'all already know what time it is, man. So, got a couple of things to do. And while we do, we're gonna talk a little investment. So, like I said, man, um, it's been it's Bitcoin has been very, very stagnant, right? I mean, it's been subtle jumps. So with these little jumps, I would hope those of you who are some of the more experienced traders are, taking advantage of some of the jump, getting in and getting out, and taking whatever profit that you can. But I think we coming up on the time where it might be a good idea to go ahead and settle in. We've seen the explosion from Ethereum. I mean, crazy explosion, right? I think Ethereum at one point in time dropped all the way down to I think about 981, somewhere close in that range, and then shot back. All now it's been holding 14 between 13.25 and about 14.50, right? So it's definitely been holding solid. Give me 1 second. Got something I got to handle. All right. All right. My fault. So yeah. So a lot of us may have already missed the train with Ethereum. Um, as I did, I definitely missed that train. A big part of that was I was playing around with it a lot, and I didn't like the way it looked. I felt like Bitcoin was more stable. I still do to an extent, though. I think Ethereum can go further than Bitcoin. Um, it's just some tweaks that got to be made, right? How fast it's converting over to the dollar is an issue. All of these type of things. Um, so me personally, um, earlier I capitalized a little bit earlier on the on some Bitcoin. I pretty much over the weekend was just playing around with it, getting whatever I could as far as profit. But my next move though was definitely to go ahead and settle in and stop playing with it. I was just trying to see how low it could go. It's been holding around 33, 32, 33 all day. And so I stopped playing. I wanted to get out because I didn't want it to drop below 32. And I'd be sitting there and holding it. So I'm still in Dogecoin, of course. I bought a lot more Dogecoin. Oh man, I don't even have the key card. So yeah, I bought a lot more Dogecoin, and key card in the house. So only way I can get out. Damn man, I can't go. I could anyway, the way I can. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, but as we've been seeing, I haven't looked in probably the last maybe 10, 15 minutes. I have been waiting on the stock market to open up though for me. So I think we got about 30 minutes before we can actually make some moves. I definitely got some things I'm eyeing. Getting ready to look at some price drops. And hopefully, man, I can make it a little quick little come up today. Speaking of which, let me take a look and see what's going on real quick. All right, while I'm being held up. All right, let's see. Bam, 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 bam. All right. So far, as I was hoping, I'm looking at a little. I may be opening. The market may be opening up kind of slow for forward and actually down. So today looks like a good day for me to be able to do what I've been wanting to do and go ahead and grab some more forward shares, right? TRXC is at 393 so far. It's gotten up in the earlier market. It's gotten up to as high as I think about 412 or so, right? So, all right. Off up, fam. So yeah, I was just checking some stuff out, seeing what was going on. My fault. The market did definitely look good, as well as oh shit, my fault. They're gonna piss me off. As well as uh for a couple, like I said, man, it was a couple of power moves. I definitely was planning on taking advantage of. I was praying on the price drop in Ford. I couldn't quite tell. I had a feeling it was gonna be a price drop. The pre-market gave me a bigger feeling it was gonna be a price drop, but it was still yet hard to kind of tell. But after I was able to though, I am able to kind of see that. So once I get settled, I actually might go ahead and make a buy. Right? That's it. Might be one of the better times to do that. Um, so like I said, man, we just every time you see, you see red, like I said last time, it doesn't necessarily mean you dead, especially in the company that you into for the long term. If you bullish about a company, then you don't, you being red is is a better opportunity for you to get in, right? Without changing without affecting the price that you bought it at originally, right? Or your buy-in price, because of course you want to try to maintain as low of a buy-in price as possible, right? Or the average, basically, the cost of the average share. So I suggest you set up some type of mechanism that when you buying, peace, what up with you, Chris? Shout out to you, God. Just getting it in, man. Getting ready to get the wifey some breakfast, man. We have both been looked up early. Well, we actually ain't been asleep. You already know what time that is. But yeah, man. Um, I'm definitely though, man. Like so for me, I'm real bullish on Ford every time for me. Until I want to say probably about $15 would be where I'll stop at. I'm gonna buy on every dip. And when I say I'm gonna buy on the dip, that means every time it drops, right, below the line or the or what I believe is the value at that time, I'm gonna buy, right? So maintaining a certain amount on my average cost, because I see Ford at $20 before the year's out. I see Ford somewhere between $40 and $50 going in the middle of next year, towards the end. Ford and GM. GM is another great company. I talk a lot about Ford. I don't say enough about GM. I'm not into GM. For me, Ford, I think we're gonna get about the same results from Ford. And for me, it's a little less expensive. So it's a little bit more in my range than GM, meaning I feel more comfortable buying a lot more shares of Ford than I can afford buying a GM. You know what I mean? So, but if you have the funds for GM, GM is definitely a solid company moving forward. Definitely, right? So, um, but me, I'm remaining bullish on Ford. But if you look at GM and whether you choose to be bearish for Ford or GM, or you bullish, um, it's always great to take advantage of the dips. You know, it's great to take advantage of the dips, but the dips are especially great for the bull. When the bulls is running, it's nothing like a dip for you, because, like I said, it just kind of solidifies your position with a stock that you truly believe in, right? A stock that you comfortable in. If you got a stock that you comfortable and truly believe in, then you should invest in it. There's a lot of people right now I hear every day saying how much more they should have invested in Tesla. Well, but they were spread out other places. Well, if you believed in Tesla that much, you should have kept pushing your money into Tesla, right? So don't forget about that. I know we want to build up a portfolio, but start from the basics. Start with what you like the most, and then work your way from out of there. What I like to do is use the profits from some of the other companies that I'm invested in, use those profits and buy more shares in the Ford and companies like TRXC. So right now TRXC is trading below $4, and I see it hitting $5 in the next day or two, and possibly $10 in the next 2 weeks. So um, it's definitely making me think about my buy-in point, and I'm kind of thinking, about going on ahead and probably trying to grab at least 40 more shares. That's what I was thinking. Maybe 40 more shares today of TRXC if it stays below 355, 357, 355. Maybe if it just stays below $4. I kind of got in late. I tried to get in at 211, and I actually ended up getting in at 337. I tried to get in at 211. That was during the aftermarket. That was pre-market. I tried to place an order, but it had jumped up so high. I had kind of missed out on that opportunity. So righteously, I probably missed out on about $200, $300 already. So I definitely don't want to be scared. It's a company I definitely believe in. I think moving towards the future, I think we're gonna see a lot of this company being used in the medical field. As far as the robotic surgeons and different things like that, it's almost a guarantee. Um, Inuvo is definitely my favorite stock. I'm hoping today for a dip. Inuvo has been moving so fast, it just don't make no sense. So I got into Inuvo, I think at like 58 cents, something like that, 57, 58 cents, something like that. And it just shot up to like fucking 170, I think, in a week or so. So I've been trying, and I bought a lot of shares of it, but I wanted a lot more, and it just kept shooting up so much. And then last week, TRXC was at down to like 304. I was looking at it, and then so was Inuvo was down to like 130, I think. It was about as low as it got, and I was just hesitant. You know what I'm saying? Really hesitant. And I think a little bit of greed played a part in it. I think I was trying to see how low could I get it instead of just buying at a price marker. And that's why it's great to set price markers. You know what I mean? So you kind of stay away from being greedy, right? And you don't miss opportunity. And what I mean by that is setting a price marker for, okay, if you bought in at 30,000, what price are you what range or price are you willing to get out at, right? Or do you want to get out at? Because and the same thing, um, uh, when you buying into a company, how low are you? You know what I'm saying? What range, or before you buy more, what range do you have set to say, okay, this is a company I like. I'm gonna buy this many more shares if it goes down to around this range, anywhere between $5 of my mark or whatever, or 5 cents, 30 cents, whatever your mark is, right? And the reason why I say you do that, it keeps you from getting caught being greedy. Because remember, we playing this game against people who got a lot more time on their hands, a lot more resources, and a lot more information. So we're we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to be consistent, right? We trying to make sure that we being consistent. So I'm not necessarily. It's lovely. I try to catch it as low as I can, and a lot of times I have been lately. But especially when I first started, that was crazy. But and as well as selling at its peak, but set a range. When I bought in Bitcoin, I bought in at 22,000, and I said I would sell at I said I would sell at about anywhere from 35 to 38, and it jumped up to 40 so fast. I hurry up and just sold, right? And then and I said I would buy back if it got anywhere in the range of 31, 32, 31 to 28, somewhere in that range. And as soon as it hit 31, I bought back in. It dropped down to, I think at that time, about 30. So I missed out on some money, but I still was able to come up because I had another plan that, hey, if it get back up anywhere near 40, somewhere from 38 to 40, I'm out. I'm out. So Um, I definitely took advantage of a lot of the things that was going on in Bitcoin, and a lot of the reason why I wasn't greedy, because just as fast as you see your profit at its maximum, it's just as fast as you can see your profit diminish, diminish. And I'm gonna tell you, man, watching those numbers is addictive. Watching those numbers is addictive. It'll get to a point where you can just literally watch your money just disintegrate. That's how fast and attractive it is. So, set your limit. Don't be greedy. Say, hey, I'm getting out at this price between this and this. I'm buying back in between this and this. Okay. Okay. What the hell is this doing? He straight jumped out. All right. So yeah, but I suggest, let's see what my boy said. Oh yeah, you said Stafford gone. Hey man, maybe that's a light for us to pick up Deshaun Watson, right? Maybe that brings in Deshaun Watson as an option. Um, we definitely need some new blood. I like I think it's a dude named PJ Walker for that plays for who is it? He the backup for the Panthers. He spelled what's his name? Teddy Bridgewater a couple of games when he was hurt. I like this young dude. He a dude, I mean, he ain't that young, but he did play in the XFL or whatever league that was out recently. And this dude, man, he looked good. He got some fire to him. At least that's just somebody that we can pick up until we, make a actual decision on a quarterback. Um, but it's definitely some other players I would like to see. It's definitely some players I would like to see, man. But yeah, in the past. But yeah, man, you know, it's but not being greedy, man. It's just taking what you can get. Um, of course, it's good if you want to have money that you play with, but if you're trying to build up a bankroll and different things like that, I believe that playing it safe is one of the best ways that you can play it. Right. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I just definitely wanted to chop it up with a few of the things on stock, couple moves I was making today. Uh, I may go back live on my way home. I gotta order to the place right now, so we'll see. hmm What the fuck? Let's just go like that. Bam. Alright. So yeah, my fault for the language. But yeah, I done made it to my destination. I may go live right after this. Let me see, man. Let me see. Take a quick look. And yeah, we seeing some pretty low prices for what I was expecting coming in today. And Ford is looking like a buy right now. And mind you, this is not financial advice. I do not give financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. You need to do your own research and study. Never buy anything because I say so or because anybody else says so. So always make smart investment. Um, and ain't nothing wrong with you know investing out of the blue. So that's how I'm gonna start my day. Coffee, investing, coffee, market, and I'm gonna be watching these stocks. I'm probably gonna make a few plays, and I'll keep y'all updated on what I got going on. Uh, I'm thinking about creating another stock where we just, we're starting to stock from scratch, and we'll see probably from like $50 or $100. I don't know. I may even start one with like $500, and we'll just see how far we can go with that. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to build that up. We'll do it live together. I'll get some input from y'all, and you know, we'll see what we able to do with our money. We'll definitely see what we able to do with our money. So with that being said, y'all, peace. I appreciate the love. Power to the dark side. Remember, this is Melchizedek. So you already know what you're gonna hear from me. If you are hearing this, together we are Babel. Let's build.